Ani, Bonjour. Hi to all of our Little River members. I want to talk to you about something I was made aware of today. I saw a post on Facebook the EB put up about proposed changes to their regulations. I have been working on studying and reading through all of the regulations, ordinances, and beyond for about the last month and a half now. I did my research after they refused one of my disputes for the last election. They told me I didn't have the right to file a dispute in the first place, which was also bunk. But I realized tonight when I went back, I pulled out my notebook. I have like 30 some pages worth of notes here that I've been keeping over the last month. There's a lot of material that I've been wanting to bring to all of you to point out the discrepancies and the rabbit holes and the loops that are in our regulations and laws with the election board especially. And when I went back tonight after seeing their redlined mess, what I came across was a different version of their regulations than I've been working with for the past month, because the one I can access now on the website is different from what it was about a month ago. I don't know who changed it. I don't know when. I don't know why. But my notes no longer make a whole lot of sense with the references that are listed in them. With this new 2020 version of regulations that they have just recently put up. If you go to our tribal website, click on the government and scroll down to regulations, look through the stuff listed there for the different departments of regulations. It's listed October 2016 regulations for the election board, but if you click on it, it now takes you to a 2020, August 2020 version of their regulations, which does not match up with what was in the notes I was taking from the 2016 version. All of our members need to be aware of that because this is just wrong. If they passed this stuff in 2020, it should have been there all along. So if I was working off of an expired set of regulations and this new set applies, that's even more alarming, because then I have questions about why they would have changed it from the original to the 2020 version. But we're going to get into that in another video. I don't have a whole lot of time to devote to this right now. My schedule is crazy busy for the next week. The election board put their redlined proposed version of regulations up today, and we have until August 17th to email them with any comments or objections, suggestions, or otherwise. I am going to ask all of our tribal members to reach out to these people and express yourselves freely. Their note on the website says that we must address all of them together in our email. We're not allowed to approach them individually. So I'm going to encourage everybody to please do that at the end of this video. Go read through these redlined version of regulations that they've come up with and look for yourself. I admit I have not yet finished reading all of it, but what I've read so far already has me so angry I want to just scream. I'm doing my best to try and be civil and polite right now, so please bear with me. I'm gonna go onto a screen share here and turn off my camera so we can focus on them and what they're about to do or trying to do. I am really alarmed at the power they're taking away from our membership. So with that, I will meet you on the other side here when my screen share is up. Okay. I've already scrolled down a little bit on the page. We're on number 4 of 59 in PDF document. I stopped at K. All I did tonight was to highlight a couple of things that really jumped out at me because, again, I'm lacking in time right now to pick through everything. There is more that I will get to in another video and potentially more than one video, just because everybody in the tribe needs to know this stuff and not let them get away with pulling this off under our noses when we have a chance to stop it. So letter K here is election challenge, means a direct challenge to the results or outcome of an election, the object of which is to affect the results of an election. They seem to have it scratched out here, so that indicates they want to eliminate our ability to challenge our elections going forward. So problem number one right there. Once they remove that, our rights to challenge our elections go away, and we will probably never get them back. So if that doesn't concern everybody, then I'm concerned about you too. Let's scroll here a little bit more. We've got P. Gross misconduct or malfeasance means intentional conduct by the election board or a member of the election board, which is wrongful or unlawful. Specifically, the action must be committed by an official while in office, be willful in nature, and must be exercising targeted malice or excessive use of the power of the office. Okay, well, their definition of gross misconduct and malfeasance, as they've got it written here, implies that they cannot then be held accountable unless what they have done wrong, what laws they have broken, has been done willfully and targeted malice or excessive use of the power of the office. So I'm going to just offer this up right here while we're reading it together. What's in this red line document is the very definition of excessive use of the power of the office by every one of these twits on this election board. And yes, I said that. How dare you people? Our members need to know what's going on, which is why I'm doing this. And yes, I'm angry. I am trying really hard not to lose my shit over here, but this is ridiculous. And I don't know how it can even be legal. And they're pulling this off underneath our noses because let's scroll down a little bit further. Tonight's notes, let's get down here to the DD. Post means the act of placing, whether by the election board or its designated representative, information related to the election board and tribal elections at designated locations, including but not limited to, and they've eliminated most of the places that they need to post information about our elections, except for the government building, the election board office door, and the Tribal Justice Center. So if those are the only places that they are required to post this, how the hell are they notifying the rest of our tribe about the election information? Not everybody has internet and can get onto the government website. And not everybody lives in Manistee and can get to the damn government building to find the election board office door or the Tribal Justice Center. More than 50% of our tribe is outlying. Where is the obligation in here for them to notify our outlying members of what's going on with our election process, our notices and etc. that need to be posted? And from there, we're going to go just a little bit further before we stop for the night. Recall means the process by which the registered voter may petition the recall and removal from office of the tribal ogama, any member of tribal council, or tribal court judge, or an appellate justice. Now take notice on your screen, they have crossed out or an election board member. So here in GG, on page 6 of the PDF file that they're proposing these changes in, they are telling us that they're proposing to make themselves infallible and without recourse above all of the other elected officials within our government. They are telling us in that one clause right there that we can elect them, but we cannot hold them to account for their actions. Combine that with the stuff we've already read through. The only things they're allowed to be judged on for their actions have to be done with malice and intent and gross, abuse of power of their office. What the hell? Isn't making themselves unable to be held to account and without oversight for their entire board a gross abuse of power? How is that supposed to fly? So let's let this be our first of a series of videos that I'm going to put out for you as I'm able to grab time in the next couple of days and week. And let's start our discussion on Facebook here together, all of us, and let's get this out there. Start emailing your representatives, start emailing the election board as a whole as they demand, because apparently they are above all of our laws because they say so. And more than anything, get on the tribal website if you're able and go into the election board link and read this redlined document that they're proposing all of these changes in. I will read through it a little bit at a time when I get a chance, and I will come back to you in a video with the stuff that I find, point it out to all of you, and encourage you again and again to speak up and help do something to fix this. This is crazy and this is crap. If we allow them to do this, 5 people on a board are going to be running our tribe without oversight and without recourse. That's not okay. I don't know what possibly in this world could ever make them think that was okay, but I'm going to just declare this right now. That is not okay. We know what happens when somebody gets a seat of power without oversight. Look at our Ogama. Fruitport, anybody? Does everybody know that we own a riverboat? Yeah, that was news to me too. I found that out by accident. No information about it. We've had it for 10 years. We've never used it. Paid $60,000+ for it. And our membership doesn't even know we own it. We could have been making some money off of it. That's what happens when there's no oversight. And now these 5 people are telling us that we have no recourse and no oversight over them. This is our tribe. This is a tribe of the membership, not a tribe of 5 people who want to dictate to the membership. That's crap. So speak up, speak out. Comment underneath the video and let's start this discussion and let me hear from you. I want to hear what the rest of you think. So thank you for your time. Bamapi.